So congratulations, you have landed a job on voices.com, or maybe even a few. Way to go. But now what? In this step-by-step tutorial, I'm going to show you how to manage jobs and clients on voices.com like a pro, so that you can build a high-level reputation that keeps the work rolling in. Hi there. If we've not met before, my name is Amy. I've been a voice actor for over 15 years, and this is part 4 of my voices.com tutorial series. We have already covered setting up your profile, submitting auditions on the platform, and creating projects. And so today we're going to talk about what happens after you book the job, managing your clients, and delivering professional service. Now, just as a quick reminder, in case you've missed my other videos on this series, I am not an official affiliate of voices.com. I don't work for them. They are not sponsoring this video. I'm just a member of voices.com who's been a member for many, many, many years. It's where I started my voice acting journey online. And I created this series just as a helpful guide for any of you out there looking to start your journey. All right, so once you have started to book jobs, you will come in the Jobs tab to the Awarded tab, and that is where you will see a list of jobs that you have been awarded that you need to begin working on. Now, you're going to see that because these are jobs that I have actively been awarded and I'm working on, I am protecting the privacy of my clients by keeping the job number, the title out of view here, just to protect client privacy. Once you come in and you have a job that you need to work through, you're just simply going to click on it to open up the job fully. Now, again, I'm going to keep my client's identity private and protected here. So you're not going to see the name or job number for this and some of the sensitive information. But what I will tell you is that when you first open it, you're going to think that you're looking at the job posting again, because that is exactly what you get. And there will be a tab where you can go back and revisit the proposal and audition that you submitted as well. What's key is that now there's a bunch of other tabs here. There's agreements, payment, files, reviews, and messages. The first thing you'll need to do is hit agreements, because agreements is where basically you're going to enter into a quote unquote contract with the client. The agreement is that the client has offered you the job. They are awarding you the job, and they have officially laid out what's required, uploaded the script, and have set a deadline for it. And you have to then either decline or accept the agreement. If for some reason they have vastly changed the scope of the job, the script is 4 times longer than they said it was going to be, but they haven't offered to increase the budget, or the content isn't something that you're comfortable with reading, or maybe an emergency has come up in your life that you need to attend to and you don't have time to do this job now, you do have the option of declining the agreement, and that's okay. The client will then move on to someone else who they had shortlisted. Most of the time, though, you're going to be very stoked to hit accept agreement. Once you do that, the job is officially working, it's officially yours, and you and the client can get to business. And hey, if you want even more strategies like this, you really ought to sign up for my free weekly newsletter, Mastering the Microphone. In it, you're going to get voiceover tips, tricks, and a whole lot of truth delivered for free right to your inbox. I even toss in some of my own stories about the highs and lows of the voiceover industry. Check that out. I'll leave a link for it for free for you to sign up down in the description. Now, the Files tab is where your script is going to be available to download from the client, and where you are going to upload any audio tracks that you record. This is basically the server that voices.com is providing for you and the client to exchange files and information that needs to be uploaded without you having to store it in, Dropbox or box.com or something like that. You can do that all right here on the platform. When you deliver audio files, do a couple of things. Always confirm with the client what format of audio file they want. Do they want a WAV? Do they want an MP3? Do they want both? Do they want something completely different? And also be sure you establish a common sense naming configuration for your files to make it easier for your client, particularly if you have a project that requires a bunch of split files. That makes it easier for them to sort through and know what files go with what pieces of audio from the script. The Messages tab will take you directly to the conversation that you are having with the client. It is just a regular chat back and forth. You can see when your messages have been delivered. You can see when they've been read. And it's just a really convenient place for you and your client to converse about the project. You can keep them updated about how the work is going, ask them questions if there's something that you're unsure about, and they can provide you with additional instructions there as well. My tips here: keep it professional. Keep it short when you can, because it can be cumbersome to scroll through a bunch of messages, and be prompt with your replies. Try to get back to your clients. If you see that they've sent you a message, you'll usually get a notification in your email that you have a new message from the client. Try to get in there as soon as you can to answer them, just so that you're not keeping them waiting. My best practice here is, once you've been awarded a job and you've accepted the agreement, download the script and review it, and then immediately go in and send a message to the client thanking them for selecting you for the project, letting them know that you're looking forward to working with them, reconfirming the details. So just so that we're on the same page, this is the type of tone you want. This is when you expect the first round of files to be delivered. This is the type of file format and audio format you want for the files. And make sure that they know that you understand the job, and clarify anything that you're not sure of. If there's a pronunciation in the script, once you review it, ask them to clarify pronunciations before you've even started any work. Then you're just going to go into your DAW, your digital audio workstation, wherever you record your audio, work on the script, clean up any clicks and breaths and noises and flubs and anything like that, and export good, clean, professional sounding audio. And as we've said, then you go over to the Files tab, upload it. You'll see that it uploads, and then a button will pop up that says Submit for Review. You have to click that in order for it to actually upload to the server, and then the client is sent a message that says, new files have been uploaded for you to review. I always still intentionally then go into the Messages tab to say, hello, just wanted to let you know I just uploaded the first take of your script. It's on the Files tab for you to download and review. Let me know if there are any corrections that you need or any revisions that need to take place. I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to hearing your feedback, and I'll talk to you soon. Again, keeping it polite and friendly, short and sweet, but always keeping them updated. Now, sometimes you're going to have clients that come back and say, wow, you nailed this. You hit it out of the park. Thank you so much. And they're going to complete the job. Others may have revisions. Maybe they want a different pace or tone, or maybe they've heard it and said, oh, I just want to tweak that sentence. Let me rewrite that last sentence. Could you re-record that and do the last sentence? Now, when you auditioned for the job, you will have laid out your revision policy, whether or not you include revisions in your fee, or if there are script revisions that will require an additional fee to be tacked on mid-project. Just handle revisions politely and professionally. Revisions are not a judgment of your performance. Remember, you want to give the client exactly what they have imagined in their mind this is going to sound like. So you're not a mind reader. You're going to get as close as you possibly can, being true to how you auditioned for the job. So if they request a revision, take that, in its stride. It's not a judgment of your performance. It's just them asking, I like this, but can we do this just a little bit more? It's just like taking live direction in a studio. And sometimes when they hear the script read out loud, there are areas of the script that they say, oh, I don't like how that sounds as I've written it. I'd like to rewrite those things. So stay calm and professional if you're asked for changes, but be sure you differentiate between reasonable revisions versus, scope of the entire project. If you've just recorded a 45-minute script and they want the whole thing redone, in a different accent, well, that's probably outside the scope of the job, and you're going to need to negotiate for another additional payment. So how do you navigate that? Well, to protect your time, one round of free revisions is pretty standard, but additional changes, particularly if it's script changes, then you'll want to discuss the rates to do that before you record. The great thing is, once you and the client are good to go, the client loves your work, they're going to complete it, and then hopefully they're going to leave you a 5-star review. Always be sure that you go in and leave a review for your clients, even if they don't leave one for you. Whether they left you a good, bad, or indifferent review, if you had a good experience, leave a good review for your clients. If you have a difficult experience with a client, be sure to reach out to the voices.com support team. That's what they're there for. They're there to help play the middleman and the moderator and help you navigate difficult clients, because they're out there. We've all experienced that. But then once the job is completed, that reviews tab will then show what review you left the client and what great review they left for you. And you're well on your way to earning your next job booking on voices.com. So there you have it. That's how you manage jobs and clients on voices.com. Remember, keep it professional, deliver quality work, and treat every client like they're already a repeat customer. Now, if you think that's kind of a pro tip or strategy, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for the final video in this series, Pro Tips and Advanced Strategies for Success on voices.com. I'm going to walk you through some of the pro-level ways to really approach being a voice actor and trying to build a following and a catalog of work on voices.com. So be sure to look out for that. In the meantime, what are some of the mistakes you could make as a beginner voice actor? Well, I'm glad you asked that, because I've got answers for you right here. 5 mistakes that beginner voice actors make, how to avoid them, and what to do instead. Check that out, and I'll see you soon.